I am Rick Klauber, and I'm an artist. I've been based in the New York area since 1972. Well, I've been working with the shims since 2006. I had had some construction done in my previous studio. The contractor ordered 2 packets of shims, and one was used and one stayed. They were beautiful, and I pulled them out, and I realized that they would maybe take paint in a beautiful way. I started to notice that the shims were different than each other. I think some of the greatest abstract painters are coming from nature. I was working for Robert Motherwell in the countryside in Connecticut, couldn't get into the space, and I was sort of stuck outside for an hour. And I looked up into the sky and I saw a bird just slowly flying around up there. And it moved me. So I was sort of thinking, how can I express this? And I said, well, a bird is more when it flies high and slowly. But it's more what? And so I said, well, for ultimately a bird is more powerful, it's more potent, it's more beautiful, it's more poetic. I couldn't come up with the word. And when Robert Motherwell came and we went inside and had a coffee or something, I told him about this poem. I was excited, or statement. And he started to throw words at me too. We were throwing back and forth. And at one moment he just said, wait, just say nothing. Don't say anything. A bird is more. So 50 years later, when trying to name this piece, it came up that perhaps I would name the piece after the poem. In this particular case, I was inspired by a moment. And what happened was my wife and I went to the beach late August 2021. It was empty. And I looked up and I saw a flock, I don't know quite the right word for the plural group of terns, the T-E-R-N-S, little birds that are known to be very elegant flyers. And I was struck by the movement, as you say, and also the play of light and dark that lasted for a second. And I immediately thought that has something to do with what I'd like to see in my Shim paintings. I remembered it as a moment of movement and also a switchback of light to dark. And I knew then that the Shim painting that I wanted to make needed to be silver. The paint I use is actually aluminum, but I think of it poetically as silver, like a silver event in the sky. There is an invisible order in the work, but there also is a gesture that runs through it. When asked, how do I feel about how it works in the space, I'm thrilled. I imagined the piece, and I built the piece, but I had it straight in front of me, not looking up, which was where it comes from.